Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Shout out to the comments from the previous video related to the woke agenda, and let's go and check out when men fight back against woke people again.
Going to hell for being a lesbian.
If you don't repent, yes.
Hey, hey, hey! Oh.
I know this real quick.
Oh. 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 What's going on?
If he's actually disengaging, then it's alright. Hey, police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Why are you running, you coward?
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Why you're a coward, bro? Why do you break people's stuff and run like a coward? You're a coward, bro. Hey, police! 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 Hey, Toronto police! You're going to jail, bro. Officer!
Oh.
Officer!
These people always seem to mess with the right ones, because if he would have charged me, he would have been the one asking for the police.
I got bisexual hands. They'll go from doing this, turning them punches.
Sexual.
It's funny because I watch so many of these videos every day to find content, and it's always the party of peace that's attacking people. I never see it on the opposite side. I also don't understand why you chase somebody down just to scream for the police, but I heard that Canada is crazy, so maybe he didn't want to spend the night in jail.
Because they're actual Africans. They're like actual animal chimps. And they don't care.
That's gotta be racist.
30 St. Petersburg, Florida? Does that ring a bell? Oh, checkmate. Damn, it sounds like a library in this bitch. What's going on? You sitting there all quiet like a church mouse, dog. God damn. What was that you were saying? Shit. See, I bet you didn't wake up this morning thinking the chick was gonna do that to your ass now, did you? Now let me ask you another question.
Banana.
Who is Is that you? Don't tell me that's you, big dog.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Not like this. You don't look like a to me. Usually are nice people. You look more like a Ryan. You know, Ryans are hateful people. I'm sorry. My bad. I just want a piece.
You're really gonna ruin a 14-year-old's life over on the TV?
No, don't play the victim. Listen to me carefully, you fucking recessive chromosome. Okay, don't play the victim now. You knew exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the racist right, from my experience, isn't as prevalent as the left says it is, but they definitely exist. You go into a random Discord server talking about mass immigration, then next thing you know, you're talking about the juice getting kicked out of 109 countries and the shapes of skulls. Unfortunately, when you have politics, there are always going to be extremists, and they're always going to be the loudest ones in the room. Mr. Big Nuts was just calling him a monkey. Now all of a sudden, he's just a 14-year-old. I guess it ain't no fun when the monkey got the gun.
Where's your dad? Where's your mom? Where is your family?
Really convict you with facts. You don't believe in science. You don't believe in experts. You don't believe in research. You don't believe in data. You believe in conspiracy theories.
With all due respect, Representative, your party can't define what a woman is, so please don't talk to me about science.
I respectfully...
The way they just moved on. Just got up from the chair. Finished. Done. Done. Next.
This person's
Respect me, but you want me to respect you. You don't accept me. Oh, you've lost my respect long ago. You're a man.
No, I'm not.
Then what are you?
I'm a woman.
Are you?
Yes.
Were you born that way?
Yes.
You were born with female vagina.
That doesn't make me a woman.
When the dog.
Then what is the shape of a human with a vagina? What do we call that? So I can be called that from now on, okay? So we can differentiate me with the vagina and you without one. Thank you.
On the doctor's certificate.
I
thought so. On the doctor's certificate, it says that you are what?
don't care.
What does it say?
That's what it says. It says, I do not care. Hello, I do not care. Nice to
you
meet
said
you.
you're a woman. What does it say?
I said I'm a woman. That's all.
What were you born as?
A woman.
Okay. So that's the point.
If having a vag doesn't make you a woman, then why do people need sex change surgery to affirm it? I know y'all have heard of Elf on a Shelf, but have you heard of Chick with a Dick?
Look at your neighbor and say he's a meat stretcher.
Cracker, why don't you feed your
what?
kids?
What are you talking about?
Skinny.
Get a real damn job.
So you can feed them.
We're helping the elderly.
No. feed your kids?
Hacked into it.
Oh, really?
Ping me out.
I can't believe we were approached by this couple while we were helping this elderly man. He recently had his bank account hacked and they stole a bunch of his money, and he had no way to pay for lawn care. We stopped over and helped him for free.
That's
but
so
we were
nice.
concerned that these folks would come back again. This was so far out in the country, it's unlikely that the cops would have got there in time. But my question to you is,
Oh my God,
why
this
are
is
so
so
many
satisfying.
people evil in today's society? All we're
Right?
trying to do is help people, and if, after
And you're
all,
still
we
the
should
bad one.
all try to help our neighbors and the elderly.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's
But how dare you be a Trump supporter? You are helping the elderly and you're being so polite and nice and doing it all for free. But you're a Trump supporter. Ew.
Yeah, it's because of the death of religion, so now people get their morality from politics. The politicians have become the pastors. It's also because people don't have hobbies anymore, but they do have TikTok, so now everybody thinks that they're a politician. At the end of the day, though, we need more people like him and less people like her. She's been so brainwashed that she thinks people like him are the problem when really people like her are the problem. She just can't see it.
I see people on Twitter and they're like, that's stupid. We can talk to Putin. What's wrong with talking to Putin? They agree with everything I say. And then they seem to think that a genocide's okay. And they're pro-Israel. I'm like, no, the genocide is bad. You can't burn loads of innocent children. And then I find someone who talks about the genocide being bad. And I'm like, finally this person has a brain. And I scroll up and down their account, and they think men can get pregnant. What the fuck is going on? Is there anyone left with a fucking brain cell?
You can say whatever you want about
Okay.
Andrew Tate, but he's right here. When
That's
RFK
one
said that he
like
was going to...
I'm telling you, I don't like Andrew, but sometimes he's right. Like I even admit it, he is right in this aspect, 100%.
clean up our food, I thought that was something we could all
He's
get behind, but I guess
funny.
it's a political opinion. And now it's time to make everybody upset. When the Luigi guy killed that CEO in New York, obviously it's not right to murder people, but the Republicans were acting surprised. I mean, the guy was a CEO of a company that charged people money, and then when they needed life-saving care, they were denying their claims at a 35% rate. You don't think that one of them is going to become murderous? Now, again, I'm not saying that it was the right thing to do, but we live in a country where people can identify as a pet, and we're shocked that a CEO got killed. I've seen normal people get killed for less.
Destiny, I gotta say though, like, you care about facts. Like, I can see that. Don't you feel like sometimes your bias is overcrowding that?
The true enemies are people like you, okay? Unironically though, like you're
What?
no, but because you're so obsessed with trying to both sides everything, and it's like it's an impossible world to live in, because then people like you look at me like, aren't you kind of biased, Destiny? No, I don't think I am biased compared to the party that doesn't even acknowledge the results of the 2020, 2024, or 2016 election. Donald Trump still thinks all three elections were rigged. And you're asking me if I'm the biased one, right? Like, in 2016, he said that 3 million illegal immigrants voted with no evidence. Put together a commission to find it, couldn't find it, disbanded the commission. In 2020, he says that the election was rigged. They launched 60-plus court cases to try to prove that, lost basically every single one. In 2024, Donald Trump was still saying that there was, like, evidence of rigging at the Philadelphia place in Detroit. They were bringing no evidence was ever good presented for any of this. None of it was proven, right? And then he was like, well, don't you think you're being a little bit biased? And said, no, the right is full of f***ing liars right now and crazy people. So I don't think that I'm biased by calling that out. When the right does something good, then I say, okay, yeah, this is good. I give him credit for this. When the left does something bad, I would criticize him for that. Nobody on the right will criticize Donald Trump substantively for anything. That's why you can't even give me a single example. I can rattle off 5 or 10 criticisms of Kamala Harris off the top of my head for things that I don't like. You will never find the same criticisms for people on the right. Like, it just doesn't happen. I challenge you to do any of it. Other than, like, they'll give these, like, very, like, well, I don't like that Donald Trump is, kind of mean sometimes. Like, they'll give some shit like that, but they won't disagree with them on any policy.
And this is why centrists stay silent, because everybody's been so extreme that if you say anything, both sides just start hating you. I lean more to the right currently because I think the left is absolutely insane, but here's my unpopular Trump take. When Trump said America first, I thought that meant we were going to get out of the wars and use our tax dollars for other Americans, not send our tax dollars to Israel. And if you say that, the Republicans will look at you like you're crazy. And by the way, in my personal opinion, I don't think we should help the other side either. I think it's a holy war that's been going on for centuries, and most Americans don't even understand what they're supporting. And I know there are people in our government with special interests and ties to other countries, but I am
And sorry, I muted myself. And I genuinely think, like, okay, if Germany has the needs and necessity to support Israel because of what happened in World War II, I kind of do understand that aspect, but I don't understand the U.S. helping and supporting Israel in the war as that. Like, because in my opinion, I think not only Israel, any wars outside, like, I think they should focus on their own country and focus on fixing what's going inside. But also I do understand if they have to finish what they started or help the people that they kind of were interfering or intermingling in their own politics as well in such countries. But other than that, like just randomly picking countries and choosing and being like, okay, we're going to help today this country, we're going to help tomorrow this country. Like, no, help yourself first. Because I feel like that is way more important. Like, I just watched a video about New York and I saw how the state looks like there. Like how and it's like even New York, which is like one of the best, it looks really bad. And I think they genuinely should focus on themselves first.
Anti-World War III pro-American. Destiny is absolutely delusional if he thinks that everybody who's conservative supports everything that Trump does.
Hell
Nobody
yeah,
should
Nancy
ever
Pelosi,
support
congrats
everything.
on your 20th term. Born in 1940. Silly putty wasn't even invented until 1943. The slinky, also 1943. Aerosol cans, you came before all of that, but you still get to insider trade, and we get to deal with you until you die.
You know we're gonna make America great again, right?
We're being harassed over here, sir.
That's the third time I've heard the buzzword today.
They're in my space.
We're on the curb.
And shouting things.
They weren't shouting.
That's true.
We've been
Yeah.
monitoring them, so they're not shouting. There's nothing wrong with their presence alone. As long as you guys aren't doing anything to intimidate and invoke fear into people or provoking argumentative comments.
Does tampon Tim count as like an inflammatory comment?
This is just rage bait content. Karens have to understand that you can't feed the trolls or they're going to eat you and turn you into content. And I'm going to laugh at it.
Exactly. It's going to be comedy for us.
I'm just looking at my partner the whole time, just going, they're so beautiful. They're just so, they're my funky little dude. And just, I am being very lesbian right now.
Excuse me?
Honestly, same. I'm so gay for girls. It's insane. I'll see a girl just absolute bazookas and be like, hey, why don't you come over Netflix and scissor, you know? Even though there are bigots out there who would say that what I do is unnatural, and to those people, I would say, from the day I was born, I was into chicks, okay? What do you want me to be? Into dudes? Get that straight shit out of me.
The cereal category has always been quite affordable, and it tends to be
so
a great
weird.
destination when consumers are under pressure. So some of the things that we're doing is first messaging. We got to reach the consumer where they are. So we're advertising about cereal for dinner. If you think about the cost of cereal for a family versus what they might otherwise do, that's going to be much more affordable. The other places that we like to go.
Cereal for dinner because it is affordable. Jesus. Don't eat cereal at all. It has like zero value, nutritional value. Like, don't. Just eat eggs. Eggs. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Eggs. Guys, they're really good for you.
Is we talk about making sure we have the right pack at
Not
the
only
right
eggs, of
price
course, don't
in
get
the
me
right
wrong.
place.
It's full of
So
sugar
having a different
and
size
so
pack
many
that'll have a
processed
different
shit.
price point, that'll take some pressure off the consumer while they're shopping.
Nah,
so those are some of the
brother,
things that
no.
we're doing. But in general,
Wow,
the
so
cereal
nice of you.
category is a place that a lot of folks might come to because the price of a bowl of cereal with milk and with fruit is less than $1. So you can imagine why a consumer under pressure might find that to be a good place to go.
Right.
No,
I'm all
that
for
should not be
innovation
the
and
case.
marketing, but the idea of having cereal for dinner, is there the
That's not
potential
life.
for that to land the wrong way?
Definitely.
We don't think so. In fact, it's landing really well right now, Carl. When we look at all of our data, of course, we would know that breakfast cereal is the #1 choice for in-home consumption. We understand that for breakfast. It turns out that over 25% of our consumption is outside the breakfast occasion. A lot of it's at dinner, and that occasion continues to grow, as well as the snacking occasion. But
Americans, why do you eat cereal for dinner? Are you that poor? What? Why would you do that? Like, I would understand if someone want to snack something sweet, you know, and they pick up their favorite cereal and they mix it with milk and have it as a snack. But eating that as dinner?
cereal for dinner is something that is is probably more on trend now, and we would expect to continue as that consumer is under pressure.
Remember when BlackRock was buying all the residential homes, so now they're completely unaffordable? The solution was go buy a tiny home. Well, now that your family can't afford food, the CEO of Kellogg says, well, just feed your kids cereal for dinner. Now, I love capitalism, but here's the thing. You can't make it so that people who have a job and work 40 hours a week can't afford to live and then act surprised when more people are starting to support communism. We need strong leaders that care about the American people, and we need to back those people, but also criticize those people when they're wrong. Americans can't afford to have any more bad leaders. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or L, and give me the HBO special as a Help Brother Out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Till next time.
Till next time. I 100% agree. And not only that, I don't only think that they should focus on picking the leaders, but also don't wait 4 years. If you don't like it, change it as soon as possible. Be vocal, go outside and protest about it, and know that the power is with the people united. Like, that's, in my opinion, the best that you could do. If, for example, Donald Trump doesn't do anything good for your country, just start. Be active as soon as possible to change that person and change the president of your country until you get someone you agree with, because you have the power. You can do it. You did it once, you can do it again.